Hey, what if I told you I'm Shen Zhouyun, the mech ancestor? I didn't actually die. I need some money right now. Send me 5,000 bucks. Once I make it big, I'll give you a psychic mech. Do I look like an idiot? The instructor wants you for your assessment. I'm really not lying. I'm Shen Zhouyun, the founder of Alliance Mechs. 300 years ago, I led a team to develop the Alliance's first combat mech. They called me the mech ancestor, and now it's Alliance Starshine year 1337. I've been reborn 300 years later, in a freshman also named Shen Zhouyun, and she's about to get expelled. Next comes the mech hands-on test. That decides if I stay or go, because of your accident this morning. All the other students have finished testing. Given your special situation, the Academy will give you one last chance. Start it and perform the basic tactical, walking and weapon grip moves. If you can do that, you pass. Your expulsion will be cancelled. So this is a mech from 300 years later. Too bad this mech is broken. It delayed the original owner's test. That's why I wanted to borrow money and rent another mech. What are you standing around for? Do you need someone to carry you up there? This is the Alliance's first mech, the Prototype 0. I drew the first mech blueprint myself back then. After countless sleepless nights, I built it bit by bit. It was the start of Alliance mechs. After 300 years, it's been left here to gather dust. Old pal, looks like you didn't do so well either. Shen Zhouyun, are you taking the test or not? If not, get the hell out. Where is he going? He's not giving up, is he? The prototype mech? What does he want to do?
Ten permission sets detected.
Highest sequence activated. Welcome back, my king. Which bastard installed such cringy effects on my mech? It kind of feels like a kiddie ride. Is it making up for the fact I never rode one as a kid? It'd be better if it asked what dad's dad is called. I kind of don't want to take the test. But I'm totally broke. If I get expelled, I'll be an urban outcast. That's worse. At the same time, at the Alliance 4th Legion base on Madu planet, a group of rookie soldiers were training with Prototype 0 mechs. Instructor, my mech suddenly stopped working. Instructor, mine too. What do we do now? Why ask me? My mech stopped working too. Ancestor permission detected. Highest sequence activated. Welcome back, my king. Since the day I first piloted a mech, I've never seen anything like this. Could it be an enemy attack? Permission king? Damn, I still can't control it. Someone's taking control of my mech. Did the enemy breach the new Federation's network? No, this is bad. We need to report this to the top brass. Everyone, get out of your mechs. Monkey, hurry and notify the general. Does anyone know what's going on with the prototype Ling Shi mech right now? What do ancestor permission and highest sequence activation mean? And who exactly is that king? Shut down the StarNet system. Still the same. It feels like a virus. I told you long ago. These old antique mechs should have been retired already. Shen Zhaoyun was the founder of Alliance Mechs. Prototype Zero was the first mech she developed to honor her great contributions. She has the highest activation authority over prototype Ling Shi. Once that authority is activated, all mechs in this series will respond. After 300 years, I never thought I'd hear Ling Shi make a sound like that again. I'm old, and prototype Ling Shi is old too. Shen Zhaoyun, founder of mechs. King of mechs. The name Shen Zhaoyun is an important figure in history textbooks. Her contributions to the Stellar Federation are remembered by everyone. Starshine year 1022. Countless cosmic beasts suddenly appeared in deep space. They built nests across many planets and fed on human flesh. From then on, humanity fought the cosmic beasts. Humanity fought back bravely, but people were no match for those cosmic beasts with all kinds of powers. For 10 years, humanity was at a disadvantage, until Starshine year 1033, when Shen Zhaoyun created the first mech, prototype Ling Shi, and humanity finally saw hope. But didn't she die 300 years ago? Heaven takes the gifted. Gone too soon. She died in a space-time rift at 35. Prototype Ling Shi has been around for over 300 years from design to production. A small malfunction is normal. Don't overthink it. Mr. Qian, we heard you've met Shen Zhaoyun in person. What kind of person was she? Could you tell us? We heard that 250 years ago. You led a team to co-author Shen Zhaoyun's biography. Shen Zhaoyun amid the flames of war. Was she really like the book says? What kind of person? Cheap and money-hungry. A shady scammer. Half reliable and sneaky. Lazy as a slug. A foodie with a sharp tongue. Generous and forgiving. Always ready to help. Fair and just. Hardworking and tough. Funny and witty. Just like the textbooks say. I knew those unofficial histories were unreliable. No wonder she's the founder of mechs. Those unofficial histories are totally reliable. I wrote them all anonymously. The prototype Zero malfunction had a huge impact. Unable to find a fix, people asked for help online. Why did a 300-year-old prototype mech go out of control? People were also curious about ancestor permission and what the king meant. Online science creators and experts from major schools shared their own views online. A 3D model of Prototype Zero appeared on the public screen. Shen Zhaoyun's profile was pulled up beside it. Prototype Zero was the Alliance's first mech. It was developed by Shen Zhaoyun's team. Shen Zhaoyun charted a path for the development of Alliance mechs. The manual control mechs made by later masters all followed the path she laid out. Welcome back. So when prototype Ling Shi said, "Welcome back, my king," was it because it missed her? Oh, that's so touching. Even prototype Ling Shi is honoring Shen Zhaoyun in its own way. If Shen Zhaoyun hadn't died at 35, mechs would surely be more advanced today. In the end, it's because later, mech makers just aren't skilled enough. Their mechs have no new ideas. Yet their custom fees are so high. Draw a few lines and add some corners. Then charge 8,800 more. PFFT. For a time, prototype Ling Shi became the hottest topic on the Alliance StarNet. Related feeds flooded public info screens. It's Shen Zhaoyun. She's piloting prototype Ling Shi. How is that possible? Ancestor permission detected. Highest sequence activated. Welcome back, my king. Wait, what? It never said sweet stuff like that to me before. That's what you're focused on. Shouldn't you be wondering why prototype Ling Shi is making that sound? Don't you think Shen Zhou-yun looks cool standing before the Ling Shi mech? I don't believe you're not jealous. If it were you, you'd take countless photos with it. Shen Zhou-yun is up to something again. She passed out during training this morning, and now we're all stuck here because of her. Is she going to break prototype Ling Shi to dodge the test? Shen Zhou-yun must be behind this. She doesn't want to get expelled. If her fitness is poor, and she can't afford a mech, she shouldn't have chosen mech combat. Shen Zhou-yun, if you want to use a mech malfunction as an excuse to dodge today's test, then you should just drop out now. Don't waste everyone's time. You've already wasted a needy child's scholarship spot. Don't waste the academy's resources too. Damn, is this body really this weak? A routine step into the cockpit almost threw out my back. Shen Zhou looked pretty cool. But that move isn't in the mech manual. Did the instructor scare him so bad? He forgot how to get in. Why not wait for the ladder to lower? The cockpit is just as old and worn out. But the layout is exactly like before. Engine output, 20%. Unstable. Joint hydraulic pressure low. Inspection and repair needed. Leg load capacity low. Inspection and repair needed. Chest frame damaged. Inspection and repair needed. There are tons of warnings. But as long as it starts, I can meet the test requirements. After all, it's 300 years behind the times. Without training, I might not adapt to that hunk of steel outside. Old Firelord is still more reliable. System startup complete. Next, I just need the basics: tactical walking and weapon grip. And keep the mech running for 30 seconds. For a rookie, first you have to memorize dozens of control panel button combos. Then train body and mind to work as one. So instinct handles every mech movement. But the hardest part comes next. A mech isn't a human body. Moving the controls is like shifting tons of steel. It lurches forward from inertia. So mech troopers must anticipate it and countersteer to offset the force. It also takes a strong body. It's no surprise the original owner couldn't pass the test. I'm already worn out by just these moves. This body is way too frail. Next is weapon grip. Since all freshmen take this test together, I can't just meet Li Yuntao's watered-down requirements. The standard test also has jumping and turning requirements. Then I'll use that move the little girl taught me, Wu Zhu Fei. Professor Shen, I invented an ultimate move. It makes piloting a mech easier and gives me more explosive power. I named it Wu Fei. Now I can protect you too. Wanna learn Wu Fei from me? It can definitely help us kill lots of alien beasts. That loser Shen Zhou-Yun actually learned to make a mech jump. I am Yu Fei. Wu Fei, the signature move of Wu Shenfeng, second general of the Alliance's 13th Legion. Though Shen Zhaoyi only showed a rough form of Wu Fei, I like tracing the roots of all kinds of mech piloting skills. This is from the history footage, the original Wu Fei I saw. Next should be an aerial snap turn and 4 jumps. Weak is weak.
He fell again just turning around.
Why did Shen Zhaoxing stop moving? Did he pass out inside the mech again? Still, Shen Zhaoxing completed the test moves this time. He won't have to worry about dropping out. Instructor Li Yuntao is too kind.
He lowered the difficulty for him.
Shen Zhaoxing, can you climb out yourself? Right leg, third hydraulic buffer failed. Right leg disabled. Inspection and repair needed. Countdown warning. Mech damaged in multiple areas. Unable to operate. Pilot, prepare to exit the cockpit. System shutting down. 5-4. Damn it. I only got halfway through Wu Fei. The mech is damaged. The mech's busted. Do I need another mech to retake the test? Mech damaged in multiple areas. Unable to operate. Forget it. Don't waste everyone's time. You did meet the requirements I set. You passed this test. Give him an excellent. I'm in charge of this test. After testing so many students today, Bai Jingyao never objected to my scores. That was Wu Yufei. It deserves an excellent rating. If Shen Zhaoyun were an upperclassman, then based on what he did today, a half-finished Wu Yufei, I wouldn't dispute Li Yuntao's score. But Shen Zhaoyun has only been learning mech controls for 2 months. How many rookies can, in just 2 months, grasp the core of Wu Yufei? I admire smart people. Even if Shen Zhaoying's fitness is the worst among this year's freshmen, I still think highly of her. Give her an excellent. He completed the grip, jump, and turn. You get an excellent on this test. What's superior grade? Superior grade. This is me. This is... The mech he operated fell to its knees. Why did he get a superior grade? There were less than 10 people in today's test who got a superior grade. Huang Nianhan usually performs exceptionally well. Today she only swayed twice while operating the mech, and still got a B. So why did Shen Zhaoyu get an A? Then I want an A too. An A gives you 10 extra credits. I want an A. I want an A. I want an A. Am I the examiner, or are you? Since you know so much, you might as well be the instructor. Do you know what it means to ignore Yufei? If you put a little more effort into studying mech piloting, I could give you an A too. Anyone else object? Come talk to me. I'll give you a chance to retake it. The junior students clearly have never experienced an academy instructor's power. Just kidding. No student likes exams. Especially when the examiner is Li Yuntao, the strictest one of all. I used to drill students like that too. Shen Zhaoyun. This mech was placed here for display. You made the damage worse. You have to pay for it. I have to pay? Yes, you have to pay. Did you forget the First Alliance's first rule? Don't activate the training grounds without necessity. The Type 0 starter mech on display must be paid for at a high price. If it's damaged, that rule was written by Jiangsu, the principal of the Alliance's first academy. It's been there since the academy was founded. Who was the first principal of the Alliance's first academy? I heard this mech was used by Shen Zhaoyu, the founder of Mecha technology. Back then, our first principal, Lin Jingguang, fought and begged before finally taking this mech from a group of historical figures. So this was all Lin Guanggang's doing. That's what the unofficial history says. Mech King Shen Zhaoyu agreed that, after the war, he would leave the mech to Principal Lin. Because Principal Lin promised Shen Zhaoyun, he would place the mech on the training grounds for Alliance students to study and admire. He even insisted that it stay on Training Ground 18, claiming the place had great energy and that the number would bring good fortune. I don't think that unofficial history is reliable. How could the founder of Mecha technology be so materialistic? Still, in the academy's early days, Principal Lin really used this mech to lure plenty of students into enrolling. Too bad our academy has declined. Even with Shen Zhaoyu's fame behind it, it no longer has the glory it had centuries ago. I just realized your name, Shen Zhaoxiu, is the same as the mech's crystal core. You really are connected to this mech. That connection doesn't sound like a good thing. So did Lin Jingguang set me up? Or did I set myself up? I never should have listened to that brown-noser Lin Guangguang. I agreed to leave the mech to him. A lot of people wanted this mech from me. But Lin Guangguang was the best talker. A staff member will come by later to assess the mech's damage. Afterward, they'll send you the bill. There's no way out of paying for it. Wan Shen is an orphan. His tuition and living expenses are covered by government aid. To take today's test, Wan Shen rented a mech from a rental shop.
It emptied his savings.
He still hasn't paid the medical bill. And now he owes the academy for the damaged mech. This is really adding insult to injury. But I have money of my own. My account from 300 years ago still has some money in it. 500,000 star coins in all. I used to spend any extra money on materials, so I never saved that much. 300 years ago, 300,000 could buy a first-generation Ling mech. It's long since outdated. A new one should cost less than 100,000 now. This is just the repair bill. 50,000 should cover it, right? As long as I can access the money in my old account, my current debts are nothing. You're majoring in mech combat. You're supposed to become a mech soldier. Look at every other student in this major. Who else doesn't even own a mech? Only with your own personal mech can you adjust its data to fit your body and piloting style. Hardly anyone would recklessly pilot a mech that hasn't been calibrated. The courses ahead require a mech. What are you going to practice without one? Training classes are suspended for the next few days. Go buy a mech. Even the cheapest one will do. I really do need a mech. Once I get my old money back, I'll find a way to buy one. We've been in school for months. How can someone still not own a mech? Who was laughing the loudest just now? Which student was shouting the loudest? He trains better than all of you without a mech. You were all complaining about unfairness. Now I'm giving you a chance. Anyone unhappy can retake the test. Does anyone want to retake it? If no one plans to retake it, this test is over. I still need to figure out how to access my money. Some people really have thick skin. He made everyone stay through his test and still had the nerve to leave first. His time matters, but everyone else's doesn't. I can't be bothered with this petty nonsense. Let's make this clear. You got a superior grade. Are you feeling proud of yourself? Do you think you're better than us now? Today's test was just the simplest movements. I could have passed it with my eyes closed. But everyone knows what your skill level is. You're a total amateur and a fraud. Passing today's test and avoiding expulsion doesn't mean you'll stay this lucky. The upcoming final or combat exam is what really matters. If you fail the test, you'll still be expelled. I know you're broke and don't even own a mech. Future tests won't let you pass just by borrowing someone else's mech. I can't wait to see you slink away From the academy. You talk too much. Whether I pass my final exam has nothing to do with you. Right now, I just want to go back and withdraw the money from my old account. I really don't want to argue with a child. How does that have nothing to do with me? The final exam is a team competition. Whoever gets teamed with you will be the unlucky one. I'm standing up for all our first-year students. Don't drag everyone down like you did today. There's nothing to worry about during regular training. The final is what worries me most. We can't let Shen Zhou-yun drag us down. The team exam rules change every year. Teams might be chosen freely or assigned at random. With random teams, anyone could end up on the same team as Shen Zhou-yun. That would be truly unlucky. Even though Shen Zhou-yun got an A today, everyone thinks the teacher went easy on him. We all remember his performance in class. If he passes out again during the team event, or his mech breaks down again, he'll drag the whole team down. The final is still months away. Just pray you don't get teamed up with him. We still have several months. Remember to raise your regular grades. Even if you bomb the final, your regular grades can still pull you up. Look at everyone's reaction. You tell me whether your exam concerns me. Fine, I get it. It's just the final exam. We still have several months. Just study hard and pass it. I really don't know what kids 300 years from now have to worry about. I'm going to make money and buy a mech. What Liu Wenjin said won't happen. The sky is blue today. The bloody haze is far away from everyone. Good. The academy housing is pretty nice. I got a single dorm room. There are even public cleaning robots. It's just that the original owner was broke. Got it. I recovered the money from the old account. Not only did I get the money back, the principal plus interest in the account comes to over 4 million. 300 years ago, she was the team's richest heiress, Xia Wanqin. She didn't even have 2 million in her account. Huh! Who said restoring your fortune was useless? Didn't it work out? Now that I'm rich, medical and repair bills are nothing. I'll buy materials, a house, and food. I'll buy 5 or 6 latest model mechs to study. I want to see, after 300 years, how far mechs have evolved. I died young, but back then I wrote down some future directions for mech research. Mind-linked mechs should exist by now, right? That was based on the abilities of alien beasts. Once I catch up with modern mech tech, I can buy materials and build new mechs. Heaven must pity me for dying young. So it sent me 300 years ahead to enjoy life. Beep. The repair bill is here. Academy Training Zone, first-gen training equipment. Total repair cost, 63,000 star credits. Right support component, 6,000 star credits. Main display module, 3,000 star credits. Core power module. The price after the engine. Am I seeing this wrong? No, let me look again. What the hell? I'd fix this for under 10,000. Hydraulic unit, 6,000. Display, 3,000. That's insane. Is the school trying to scam me? Or rip me off? Number. I need to check the prices. The first gen system is too outdated. Leave it to the pros. I need to ask the right question. Mech engineering students, does anyone know the prices of first generation zero parts? It's been half an hour. Still no reply. No way. Is everyone studying? Nobody's browsing the forum? Posts like this get hundreds of replies. Zhang Zhenghong's contact info. Reward, 10,000 star credits. 300 replies. Yan Zigang's 59-point post. It got 230 replies. Even the photo dating posts have tons of replies. I refuse to believe no one saw my post. The forum isn't dead. My post is dead. What a rotten world. People aren't what they used to be. School culture changed in 300 years. The academic vibe changed too. That's fine. I can still ride the wave of the times. Then I'll phrase it so they'll answer. Can't answer a few simple questions? Fight me if you disagree. Fight me.
Ding.
You dare insult mech engineering. Watch me throw a sack over you. You idiot. For part prices, just go to Shen Zhaoyun's mech shop. The op must have searched everywhere. They posted because they couldn't find it. Shen Zhaoyun's mech shop. First Generation Zero was the Alliance's first mech. Private factories stopped making it long ago. Now only Alliance stores still sell it. Give me your name. I'll sack you. Sack Lady. What an awful nickname. Sack Lady, what ancient relic are you? You study mechs at a military academy but don't know First Generation Zero? You probably got 59 in Yan Ziguang's class too. Year 1033 of the Stellar Era. Shen Zhaoyun created the First Generation Zero. Year 1150 of the Stellar Era. The Alliance thanked Shen Zhaoyun for freely donating the First Generation Zero blueprints. A personal research society was founded in his honor. The specialty store exists to ensure First Generation Zero is never discontinued and never taken off sale. For 300 years, only First Generation Zero has stayed on sale. Only mech experts know Shen Zhaoyun and the value of donating blueprints for free. Other designers' royalties would drain your wallet. First Generation Zero parts are the cheapest, and none of them have royalty fees. Thanks to Shen Zhaoyun. And cursed by Shen Zhaoyun. Price list. Right leg hydraulic unit, 8,200. Engine, 10,000. Display, 5,000. I know who Sack Lady is now. I inspected that D18 unit. The parts match. Huh? Who is Sack Lady?
That Zero unit was originally
Put there by the school to scam students. It wasn't the one Shen Zhaoyun invented. Sack Lady really is an ancient relic. You dared mess with that Zero mech at Imperial Academy? Knowing the price source is enough. Finally found it. Why is it still my name? Why does this shop intro praise me so much? Honestly, it makes my toes curl. This was the start of victory in the war, the start of the Alliance's glory. This is Shen Zhou-yun, and
His first generation Zero mech.
the Academy charges for a right leg hydraulic unit, 6,000 and 3,000 for a display. Here, the hydraulic unit is 8,200, and the display is 5,000. The gap is so obvious. The Academy's prices are actually much cheaper. The Academy isn't the problem. My understanding is, when I received the original owner's memories, some parts were missing. I've been using what I knew 300 years ago to judge the present. If my understanding is wrong, then I'm screwed. A first-generation Zero mech costs 2.99 million. This is inflation. I thought 5 million meant I could live well. Now one mech would wipe me out. I need to train my body, but I still need to buy a mech. Modern mechs come in many classes. Manual mechs are ranked FD, C, B, A, S, 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 and V. Anything below B is mass-produced. B through A are standard issue mechs. S and above are custom and master custom models. SS is still just a concept. Different grades require different fitness levels. First generation Zero and Tidian are both D-class. The new wave rises. This old wave got crushed on the beach. I can't keep up with the times. So after all that, I just want to say, I really need an S-class mech. Seeker 85. Price, 80 million. SS-class mech Blazing Flame. Price, 75 million. Sorry to bother you. I can't afford it. I really can't afford it. One mech costs nearly 100 million. And that's just the base model. Extras cost more. Poor people don't deserve desires. I don't really need an SS mech that badly. Don't bite off more than you can chew. I'll start by studying the basics. An S-class mech is great, but a D-class suits me better. But the Tijan costs nearly 6 million too. That's much pricier than the first-gen Lingxi. Even first-gen Lingxis went up in price. D-class mechs cost this much too. It can only be inflation. Prices went up. Prices from 300 years ago and prices 300 years later have a generation gap. 5 million in Zijin, plus interest, is nothing against inflation. I haven't had enough of being rich yet, and I'm broke again. I can't even afford a Tijin. I need a mech for class. Either rent one, like the original owner did, or buy one myself. Renting a mech long-term is a loss. The rent is high, and damage has to be repaired by the rental company. The repair fee isn't cheap, either. A mech trooper needs their own mech sooner or later. But all I can afford now is a first-gen Lingxi. No decision yet. First, I'll learn about all the current mechs. For the time being, I need physical training. Without a strong body, a great mech is useless. After this class, I'll try out the unreturned Tijin at the training ground. Then I'll borrow some books on mech design from the library. Theory meets practice. I'll learn about mech advances over the past 300 years soon. Your mech development history class starts at 8:40. Please head to classroom A14 now. Isn't that the unlucky fool from the forum? The one who failed the exam? I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling about this. It's probably because of yesterday's assessment. They still hold a grudge against me. Shen Jiaoyun, are you sack girl? What sack girl? Sack girl from the forum. But judging by your reaction, I guess I stuck my nose in. My name is Lim Miaozi. You may call me Miaozi from now on. This is a little out of the blue, but she seems friendly. After I got the info on the first gen Lingxi mech yesterday, I never logged back into the forum. So whatever happened on the forum, I don't know. He's smiling. He doesn't look like the kind of person those forum fools cursed like a dog. I always thought I paid attention in class. And you all did too. Our two-way teaching should be a success. But yesterday I learned, some students can't even remember, the first lesson in mech development history. I feel like a failure. Day 1 after rebirth. Catch up on the basics first. I suffered in my past life from being uneducated. Stellar Era 1033. Shen Jiaoyin created the first mech. The Prototype 0. Prototype 0 was the Alliance's first medium assault mech. It balanced firepower and mobility for swift, decisive battles. Stellar Era 1038. Inspired by Shen Jiaoyun's surviving notes, Chen Jinghua invented the heavy mech Rise 11. With overwhelming firepower and extreme defense, Rise 11 was called a mobile battlefield fortress. Stellar Era 1040. Also inspired by Shen Jiaoyun's surviving notes, Shuxin built the light mech, the first-gen sneaker. This mech development history class is perfect for me. Not paying attention? Never. I can definitely match Yan Ziguang's idea of focused two-way teaching. Shen Jiaoyun. Stand up. Answer my question. Oh no. More cold calling in class. No one gets away. Who pissed him off now? Anyone who saw last night's forum knows why Mr. Yan came in looking so grim today. Yesterday, Shen Jiaoyun damaged the first-gen Lingxi mech at Training Ground 18. She's sack girl. She even asked the forum about repair costs. Such a stupid question. Hey, you're still looking? You're done for. The teacher called on you. Being a student is awkward. I used to be the one asking questions. Now I'm the one being questioned. What's worse? I've only read a few pages of the textbook. Even this old fossil can't keep up with this era. What will he ask? I don't think I can answer anything. I'll embarrass myself in front of my descendants. When did the Alliance's first mech, the prototype Lingxi, appear? That easy? He's asking the founder himself. Stellar Era 1033. Why was the first-gen Lingxi mech's head designed as a pointed triangle instead of a circle or another shape? Who could know this better than me? Because it saved materials and took less work. I'm done for. The answer, Yan Ziguang. Can't help repeating twice every class. Shen Zhaoying got it wrong. Now I finally know why Shen Zhaoying asked questions on the forum. She really knows nothing. The teacher's already taking it out on Shen Zhaoying. Just don't take it out on me later. Bad students, bad students. I hate bad students. I hate students who pay attention even more. Bad students who neglect my idol. That's Shen Zhaoyun. I've repeated it over and over, and he still didn't remember. The triangle represents Shen Zhaoying's resolve to charge into battle for the alliance. It represents his pioneering spirit and his killing intent to never stop until the beasts fell. It's the embodiment of his lofty ideals. When did I ever say that? No, he never said that. How did I not know I was so great? My skin is crawling. I need to set the record straight. I never thought that much about it. I'd done who knows how many experiments by then. Rare materials were dwindling with every use. So the later blueprints were designed to save money. Are you the teacher, or am I? This was excerpted from everyone's memoirs about Shen Zhaoying. Who wrote those memoirs? This is completely backwards. It's made up. He really pissed Mr. Yan off. Why did Shen Zhaoyun freely release the first Gen Lingxi mech blueprints? Because he was kind. Because he was selfless. Damn, I've pinched my arm black and blue, but I still can't hold it in. I'm sitting right in front of him, laughing this openly. Will definitely anger Yan Ziguang too. Wrong. Did you learn it all for nothing? Every time he says wrong, my heart skips a beat. He's louder than an alarm. Damn it, what did I get wrong now? How else am I supposed to make it up? What's wrong? Page 193 of Shen Zhaoyun's memoir says, Shen Zhaoyun stood with his back turned, gazing at the moon and sighed. Blood debts must be paid in blood. Great victory requires sacrifice. Before blood feuds, personal gain means nothing. Page 194 of Shen Zhaoyun's memoir. Records Shen Zhaoyun dancing and reciting poetry at midnight. In yellow sands, 100 battles wear through my mech. Until the beasts are crushed, I won't return. Who did this crap? You want to go down in history, but don't pin it on me. Wait, this feels familiar. Shi Qin. That guy who always said he came from Great Blue Star. He wasn't very cultured, but he loved reciting poetry. The situation beats me. This time I surrender. That bad poem is mine. From now on, I'll own any famous poems I never said too. So why did he do it? Was it kindness? Selflessness? Number. Kindness and selflessness have limits. Only hatred, endless hatred, could make someone willingly give up immense wealth. It was a blood feud over species extinction. It was the pain of seeing family and comrades torn apart by beasts. That was why he released the blueprints for free. Shen Zhaoying is a real person with flesh, blood, and feelings. Don't presumptuously make things up about her. When I think about myself, this is too ridiculous. Forget it. I can't describe how I feel right now. Yeah, it's hatred. After 100 battles in the yellow sands, my armor is worn thin. I won't return until the alien beasts are defeated. I won't make wild assumptions again. Why are you going there? You should sit with Xie Xingyu. You think I don't know that? Up ahead are the seats reserved for failing students. How did I end up like this 300 years later? So it's Xia Xingyu, upperclassman. No wonder there seemed to be an extra person today. No wonder she's been keeping her head down. The forum was wild last night. Shen Zhouheng made a fool of himself. Xia Xingyu made a fool of herself too. I heard she only got a 59 on her makeup exam in Mecha development history. And she dared to trash the teacher online. No wonder Professor Yan was furious. It's not just Shen Zhaoying who needs to study harder. All of you need to study hard. Don't be like Xia Xingyu. She failed this class as a freshman. She's already taken the makeup exam twice this semester. She still can't pass. Xia Xingyu never studies. And she keeps failing. Then she ran to the forum and called me a dog. She thought posting anonymously meant I wouldn't know who she was. Over a dozen students took the makeup exam. She was the only one who got a 59. She trashed me on the forum last night. Now the whole school knows. When I got to the office this morning, my coworkers laughed at me for ages. There's a dumb sophomore named Xie Xingyu and a stupid freshman named Shen Zhaoyan. Both idiots ended up in his class. His luck really isn't great. This Xia Xingyu girl seems even unluckier than me. Xia Xingyu, you've studied this so many times. How do you still not get it? It's because you go beyond the syllabus on every exam. The test was on Mecha history. Why did you test me on Shen Zhaoyu's memoir? You even made me write and memorize poetry. And memorize those cheesy speeches you give in class. I can't do it. I'm a Mecha infantry soldier. Being good at Mecha combat is enough. Why make me study all that theory? Not easy, huh? Finally, it's my turn to laugh at someone else. Xia Xingyu, you studied this so many times. How do you still not get it? It's because you go beyond the syllabus on every exam. The test was on Mecha history. Why did you test me on Shen Zhaoyu's memoir? You even made me write and memorize poetry. And memorize those cheesy speeches you give in class. I can't do it. I'm a Mecha infantry soldier. Being good at Mecha combat is enough. Why make me study all that theory? Not easy, huh? Finally, it's my turn to laugh at someone else. Shen Cheowen, what are you laughing at?
Ahem.
I think he's got a point. I know how he feels. Over 80 applications and 180 papers before I became a senior member. But I'm not just a fangirl. I have principles. The thing is, these two hopeless idiots. You can still laugh? No wonder you two sit together. The curriculum isn't just Mecha development history. It also includes textbooks written by the Academy. This course requires you to know Mecha history. And the history of 300 years ago. Do you think that after the war 300 years ago, the alien beasts were brought under control? The alliance may be peaceful and prosperous now. But Lin Jingguang warned us with his dying breath. Never forget history. Beware the alien beasts' return. Some people have grown tired of peaceful times. They want to raise alien beasts in captivity and ban high-powered weapons. Others want to cut military funding for the frontier worlds and slash equipment budgets. All of that is wrong. We don't even know where the alien beasts came from. Large-scale beast invasions still happen every year. It's only because our weapons are powerful enough that peace has lasted this long. If it's meant to keep future generations vigilant, then memorizing a few more books is fine. No wonder, my brother said. The frontier worlds under the 4th Legion are plagued by alien beasts. The work is brutal, but the pay is the lowest. They face all kinds of hardships. You don't need your brother to tell you that. Just look at how closely our academy works with the 4th Legion. Yet our educational resources lag behind other schools.
Take the Imperial Capital Academy on Central Star.
They give every freshman a Mecha at enrollment. We have to buy our own. That's why First Alliance Academy has fallen behind. The students we get aren't very good. If I could have gotten into another academy, I wouldn't have come here either. A single Mecha costs millions. Weak students mean a weak school. In last year's inter-school tournament, our academy came in near the bottom. Without good rankings, we get less funding. It's a vicious cycle. At least they're not focused on us anymore. So you're my new seatmate. The one from the forum last night. I know you. You're the sack lady, right? The term sack lady has come up way too often today. I feel like I missed something. I was pretty upset about failing the exam. But then I saw your question on the forum yesterday, and I laughed. Then I had class with you today, and I laughed again. Turns out running into Yan Ziguang isn't just my bad luck. You still take Yan Ziguang's class? Don't you know he has a nickname on campus? They call him Shen's biggest fan. He loves sharing stories about Shen Zhaoying. Where can I buy a first-generation Spirit Master Mecha? You seriously don't know? No wonder you're unlucky. Lin Jingguang should have issued a rule back then. Teachers aren't allowed to promote extreme personality cults to students. But what he said reminded me of something. How was I supposed to know such a basic question would get me caught by Yan Ziguang today? And I even posted anonymously. How did he know it was me? You called that anonymous? Everyone exposed your alias in under 10 minutes. I only got outed by Yan Ziguang. That's all. The whole school exposed your identity. Hey, at least you took the hit today. Otherwise, I'd have been the one getting grilled in public. The whole school found out. People are actually discussing me on the forum. Someone named Shen Zhaoyun too wrote, "Why is this Shen Zhaoyun from the academy so hilarious? She's a student of Yan Ziguang's. She doesn't even know where to buy a spirit master Mecha. It's like an old lady who can't keep up with the times, getting mocked to her face by a younger person." I guess I was too cocky last night. I really ticked off the Mecha manufacturing students. But I still refuse to believe it. Sure enough, it's all people making fun of me. LOL, last night they trashed a mech engineering student. Then they exposed him as a mech, combat major's worst student. Shen Zhaoying got in on a school aid slot. His classmates rated him the worst student they most want expelled. Here's a list of all his terrible grades. 1. Failed physical training. Got his classmates punished too. Alliance First Academy's A-Rank Mech Squad. 2. After 3 months of mech piloting class, he can't even hold a weapon. What a loser. 3. He knows he's useless, but he still won't practice after class. Useless and lazy. 4. Yesterday's midterm assessment. He passed out during morning training. Wasted the whole class's and teacher's time. Then broke the first Gen 0 mech on the retake. He's not just bad at hands-on classes. Look at his questions. He's awful at theory too. Why hasn't the academy kicked out students like him? Alliance First Academy has really fallen. They can't take in every piece of trash. He was supposed to be expelled, but he damaged a mech in yesterday's midterm, and the examiner actually gave him an excellent. Don't worry. He doesn't even own a mech. He'll never pass finals. Just put up with him a few more months. Then he'll be gone. I'm Shen's classmate. I hate him so much. Lots of classmates did better than him yesterday, but only got a good. If we're teamed with him for finals, we'll get dragged down. Can't people like him just drop out? I knew people would dislike me, but not this much. I wanted to fire back, but they've exposed my account. And it's class time. If I comment, I might offend Yan Ziguang again. I don't like this at all. Yan Ziguang has disabled the class Q&A. The Ling mech went out of control. He doesn't deserve the same name. The Ling malfunction reminds me of the goddess. The first Gen Lingxi suddenly said, "Welcome back, my king." Someone recorded it. I was so thrilled watching it. If the goddess came back, she'd put those master mech makers in their place. Those master mech makers now have some kind of tech monopoly. Mechs cost a fortune. Tech monopoly. It costs a lot to learn mech building too. To learn S-rank mech tech, you have to join a master's lab to learn advanced tech. Tech monopoly. Just as I thought. If you can't join one, you can only pay for it yourself. Even S-rank tech is locked up by the labs. I know about the first Gen Lingxi malfunction. All the Alliance's first-gen Linksys malfunctioned. But it lasted less than 5 minutes. Then they all returned to normal. Experts said the first-gen Linksys are over 300 years old. Small glitches are normal. Don't worry about it. If you can browse the forum, I can watch a tactics video, right? Xia Xingyu, stand up and answer. In Mech history, what is called the Titan's Shackles Protocol? I don't know. Fine. You'll stand for class today. Shen Zhaoying, stand up and answer that question. He's been playing on his light brain too. He definitely can't answer either. The Titan's Shackles Protocol dynamically limits a mech's firepower. Is that right? The reason is that in stellar year 1237, a test mech was mishandled by its pilot and overloaded, destroying half a military base, causing severe damage. To prevent that from happening again, the protocol was made. Limit mech firepower outside wartime. All right, sit down. Keep paying attention in class like today. We were both playing on our light brains. Why could he answer? Aren't we both failing students at the same desk? Pay attention in class. Multitasking is easy for me. First, pay the fine for damaging the training mech. The payment slip says to pay at Office A1. A11 is in the same building as A14. This is the mech engineering office. I heard Angaro Academy started several new research groups this year and brought in some master mech makers. Then next year, even more students will apply to Angaro Academy. Can't be helped. Only by studying under masters can you build SS rank mechs. Angaro Academy is the Alliance's cradle of mech makers. It has nearly 10 SS rank master mech makers teaching there. Our Alliance First Academy is remote and underfunded. We can't attract masters. We just can't compete. Even Master Sun Jiao in our department gets a lot of research funding from the academy every year to keep him. And Master Sun only takes 3 students a year. To get into his research group, kids fight tooth and nail. They say knowledge is priceless for a reason. Too bad our academy hasn't trained an SS rank mech maker in nearly a century. Sigh, it wasn't like this 200 years ago. Excuse me, for the damaged mech at the academy training ground, do I pay the repair fee here? You're Shen Zhaoyun, right? Yes. Come in. Just pay me. So you're the sack girl. No one's touched that mech in training ground D18 for almost 50 years. Why did you go and mess with it? Because I don't have a mech. Then buy one. Aren't you a mech combat major? Don't you train after class? How can you study without a mech? That sounds pretty out of touch. But he's right. I desperately need a mech now. Without one, I can't regain my old strength. I may not even make it to finals. There's not much money in my account. I can't waste it. I have to budget carefully. There are lots of mechs on the market. How do I pick the right one? Where can I get a full overview of all the mechs available now? There are only so many Mecha grades, and each grade has several types. There are tons of manufacturers too. And I don't know Shen Zhaoyun's situation, so I can't answer that. Here, take this book. It's all about Mecha, a freshman guide for Mecha manufacturing majors. A few forum links in it are pretty useful. Call it a freebie for the money you spent on this student. Yes. Room 1511, my dorm. I came back after paying the fee. Might as well look over the booklet this teacher gave me. I have to admit, this booklet's pretty useful. It lists several Mecha manufacturing niche forums only experts know about. These are exactly what I need. In the age of big data, there's too much information. And filtering it takes time and effort. Like last night when I looked up the parts cost for the original Lang Mecha. I searched forever and found nothing. So I had to ask on the Academy forum. Mecha Home. This forum is still around. Could this be the forum I created? Back then, I led a team developing the original Ling Mecha to make it easier to share and store our research. I casually set up this forum. I remember the forum account was also just like the Ling Mecha. I can't believe it's still here after 300 years. People are still using this forum? What do people discuss on here now? Are my old notes still saved here? And what about the teammates who used to leave silly messages together? The booklet says, Mecha Home is a forum where Mecha designers discuss academic topics together, sometimes even S-class Mecha. Master builders share their experience there. If a newcomer impresses a master with a post, they might even be invited to study at the master's lab. There was even a B-class Mecha designer who became a master's student over a materials analysis article. Mecha Home could even be called the headquarters of Mecha designers. On this forum, you can see everyone discussing cutting-edge tech. That's exactly what I need. No, when the original Ling Mecha was activated, the entire line went out of control. Just to be safe, I'd better apply for a new account. A 15-digit anonymous account? I'm your ancestor? The overall layout is still the same as before. It's just got more content now. Guys, I'm a junior this year. I can already build B-class Mecha. But my family has no connections. So I have no shot at joining a master's research team. I don't want to spend my life as a factory floor worker. Is there any other way to learn S-class Mecha manufacturing? Mecha manufacturing 300 years later. Is the talent pool really this crowded now? A junior is only 21. That's the perfect age to make a name for yourself. Why give up and go work in a factory? Let's see how people answer. How's your mental power? Dear me, I know people at several major factories. I can get you a top spot on the assembly line. 2 factories need workers with mental powers. You get paid per piece, not by the hour. Do well enough and you could even become a county mayor. Isn't that more realistic than dreaming of becoming an S-class Mecha master? You have no connections. Do you at least have money? If you have money, invest hundreds of millions in a master's research team and buy your way in. What? You don't even have a few hundred million? Then why study Mecha manufacturing? You might as well study Mecha combat. Why not see if you can switch majors? Switch to Mecha repair. Opening a repair shop would still beat working in a factory. The technology and resources are controlled by the people at the top. If you have no money or connections, stop wasting your time. What kind of answers are these? If you're exceptionally talented, take advantage of these last 2 years at school. Work on more projects. Publish more papers. You may still get into a master's research team.
If not,
Be realistic. A factory job is better than chasing dreams. Don't be like those idiots who go bankrupt trying to build so-called S-class Mecha themselves and lose everything. People 300 years later are really this spineless. The road is made by those who walk it. How can they keep telling people to work in factories? If you want to learn, you can learn. Some people succeed through self-study. Mecha started from nothing too. Even masters became masters by figuring things out step by step. If you can't get into a research team, then start a B class. Mecha workshop after graduation. God will strike you for telling people to start a business. Have you seen how expensive materials are now? The low and mid-level Mecha market is dominated by a few major corporations. In the high-end Mecha market, everyone only wants master's latest designs. What a relic. Using outdated advice to fool people. People only want Mecha from major manufacturers now. The after-sales service is better, and prices are transparent. A private workshop can't survive without a reputation. Your ID was just registered. You're either a newbie or an outsider. Stop misleading people. I just want to encourage future generations. Stagnant technology leads to monopolies. Mecha have been around for 300 years. You need to learn advanced tech from the masters. And ordinary people can't compete at the low and mid levels. Yet you tell people to do research. Why don't you innovate and develop new tech yourself? And you say anyone can learn if they want to. Since you're so capable, teach yourself to build an SS class Mecha then. I just want to encourage future generations. Why is everyone ganging up on me? They want me to build one. Fine, I will. No, that's completely wrong. This time, I'll learn from my mistake on the Academy forum. I'll understand the situation before I speak. Mecha manufacturing knowledge above class is controlled by the Alliance's biggest corporations. S-class and higher courses are taught by masters from major corporations through academy partnerships. They only accept top students into their research programs. But most students who get into S-class research programs do it through connections. It's not just the technology that's controlled. Many of the materials used to build S-class Mecha are also controlled by these corporations and master families. Only a small amount reaches the market. This is a blatant monopoly. No wonder even low and mid-level Mecha costs so much. Society wasn't like this 300 years ago. Back then, everyone had the same goal: grow stronger and stop the alien beasts from invading humanity. Whenever we created a skill or invented a technology, we shared it freely. I'm 300 years behind the times. I even have to consider buying someone else's Mecha. I really can't offer the younger generation much advice. But I can't forget why I came to this forum, to learn about the current state of Mecha. I want to see what these masters have developed over the past 300 years. I actually found a file of materials published by various academies on major Mecha manufacturing principles. It covers everything from D-class Mecha to A-class Mecha. I'll start with the D-class manufacturing materials. I looked through it for over an hour. Why does this look more and more familiar? Isn't this material I published back then on some of the Ling Mecha designs? No, it's actually a little worse than the Ling Mecha material. Buying a D-class mech like this, I'd be better off building one myself. That hour was a total waste. Wasted a whole hour. They didn't even bother with C-class data. is the only difference between B-class and D-class mechs. The weapon system capacity? Shouldn't the energy system be improved too? They're two grades apart. Why are they still using an L-type energy setup? Didn't I propose the Sunflower Immortal Energy Output concept? That's an energy setup for mounting large weapons. Buying a B-class mech is a ripoff too. All the money goes to materials and shields. Even if it's still a manual mech, the manual controls should be upgraded from D-class to A-class mechs. Aside from more firepower and better defense, there's really no major change. Yet A-class mechs cost over 20 million star credits. I've only looked through a few hours of data, but I'm pretty disappointed. Has the tech improved? Yeah, but over these 300 years, it's been like squeezing toothpaste. Maybe the school data is just outdated. Let's check out the ones people mentioned. New mech models of different classes on the market. There isn't public data on S-class mechs, but buying a class or lower mechs is a bad deal. I don't have enough money either, so I'll build one myself. I could also buy the cheapest mech, then get used parts to modify it. Besides professional mech makers, the forum has others in related fields. Some are middlemen, and some are scammers, selling all kinds of used stripped-down materials and cheap second-hand mechs. Parts that sell for 10 grand on the market might go for just 1,000 or so. Even mechs worth millions can be 20 to 30% off. Be careful buying used materials. Watch out for scammers. I'm not worried about getting scammed. If I buy one, it can only be a first-gen Ling mech. First, no one knows this mech better than I do. Second, I'm broke. If you want to upgrade a mech, first find the eDAO platform the reseller mentioned. There are so many mechs on this platform. It's hard to choose. After browsing over a dozen pages, I finally found a first Gen 0 mech. It's 90% new, listed at 1.1 million. The seller's in my district too. I can inspect it in person. If only I could log into the StarNet now. 300 years from now, StarNet can simulate 90% of reality. With a psychic link, you can shop and play games on StarNet. Too bad the original owner was broke. When buying the brain computer, they skipped the matching headset. While everyone else uses full immersion StarNet, I'm still stuck with outdated internet. It has some minor issues, but I can live with them. But looking at it now, this price is still negotiable. I'm serious about buying. I'm short on cash lately. Can you lower the price? Someone wants to buy the mech I listed online? 1.15 million is already cheap. Why can't you negotiate at all? I won't give up. The right arm joint seems discolored. Was the right side attacked? Were any parts replaced? It won't feel right to use. If that's the case, I'll need to replace the right arm parts. That'll cost a lot. Knock off 5,000 star coins. Keep it up. You bought this mech 5 years ago, right? You probably haven't used it for 3 years. There is dust on the shoulders and head. Hasn't it been serviced in a long time? It hasn't been unused for 3 years. 2 years at most. Fine, take another 5,000 off. 20,000 less for servicing isn't the big expense. Parts won't last long. They could have issues. The real cost is the parts that might be damaged. Fine. That saves me a few months' food money. Getting it for just over 1.1 million is a huge bargain. They're so easy to deal with. I should thank them properly. Stop messaging me. I'll sell it to you for 1 million. Keep haggling and whining, and I won't sell it. I'm just clearing out junk. Why do you talk so much? What a deal. Don't be mad. I'll take it. I'll take this whole batch. Can I pick it up at the designated location? Sure, come at 3 p.m. I'll send you the pickup location. I only have 3 million star coins left. A used mech alone took a quarter of my savings. I still need upgrade materials. The upgrades will likely cost at least 2 million star coins. After daily expenses and upgrade costs, I still need body-enhancing meds. 300 years ago, biologists had already extracted substances from beasts and plants that could work on the human body and made them into human-use drugs. I noticed yesterday during training that I'm in bad shape. My reflexes and strength are about like when I was 7 or 8 in my last life. Reflexes can improve through training. Endurance and strength need medication too. So I need to make money. Living off my savings isn't my style. In my last life, killing beasts made money at first. Later, mechs were developed. I also made quite a bit building mechs for others. 300 years later, I can only make money with my brain. To make this money, I need to build better than others, with better value, so people will pay. This is the place. The Mech Club. There really are quite a few mechs inside. A mech club is a private group where like-minded kids team up to enter mech competitions. Mech competitions are now a hugely popular sport for everyone. The government and companies have invested heavily, creating countless mech stars. Stars or not, I don't care. What I want is loads of star coins and 365-degree scans of biological and mineral materials. Back then, I was the team's famous ace. If not for my research, talent being so exceptional, I wouldn't have wasted my fighting skills. 300 years ago, I was an orphan too. My parents were devoured alive by beasts on the front lines. Their bodies were never found. Later, I was sent to military school to study combat. After graduation, I spent years killing beasts on frontier planets ravaged by them. When I was 16, I met foreign armor experts who came to the frontier to study biological materials. By orders from above, I followed them around for months. Later, those experts went to my boss to recruit me. They said I was born for research and wasted on the front lines. Then I got another order to switch fields and study exoskeleton armor. Exoskeleton armor was the precursor to mechs. Afterward, beasts became far stronger than humans. Humans built a wall of defense with flesh and blood. Frontline soldiers losing arms and legs was common. Exoskeletons were first made to help. Injured and disabled soldiers returned to battle. But I always believed their core purpose should be to overcome physical disabilities, then protect and enhance human combat ability. I switched careers halfway through. I had no say at all in the research team, so I had to study and do research, while arguing with those old-school academic colleagues. After enough arguments, I got the funding and secured premium materials. In the end, we built the first-generation Spirit Mech. I never thought I was all that great. I only wanted humanity to defeat the beasts, with fewer people dying and fewer orphans. Now I've seen the sky 300 years later. Everyone's dream came true. This golden age is what they wished for. In this new life, I'll live for myself. For starters, make money. Once my mech is built, I'll sign up for mech competitions too. Make some materials and star coins. I'm Shan Zhaoying. I'm here to inspect the mech, as arranged. I'm the seller, junk clearout. Just call me Zhuang Yuz. I'm pretty busy today. Come in and inspect it already. He really seems in a rush. He really is busy today. Last month, their captain seemed to have connections and hired a mech master to upgrade everyone's mechs. that Master once trained at. Master Su's S-Class Mech Studio. Rumor says they're already trying to build an SS-Class mech. The fee is just a little steep. He just bought an A-Class mech. He asked his family for money, but doesn't dare ask them again for upgrades. So he's selling this mech that he used to collect. On the basement level, there's actually a mech assembly room. This is a CNC machining center. I need a place to upgrade mechs.
If I pay?
I wonder whether Zhuang Yu's would agree to rent the workshop to me. I told you yesterday not to touch my mech. I have a competition today. Look, you touched my mech. The mech's coms are down now. They keep cutting in and out. How am I supposed to compete now? I didn't expect your mech to break down. Your mech was in the way. I moved it to use the equipment over there. How was I supposed to know one bump would break it? No, maybe your mech was already faulty. I'm just unlucky. It happened to fail when I touched it. Now isn't the time to argue. Hurry and get a mechanic over here. The mechanic's away on another planet. He can't make it back in time. But I have a match to make. And no one can find the problem right away and fix the mech, even though it's only a Class B mech match. And the prize is just 300,000 star credits. We're still waiting for the organizers to introduce us to a mech upgrade master. If I can't compete, none of us can get that master to upgrade our mechs. One match earns more than doing research or hunting a low-level alien beast. Captain, can't you use another mech? Which mech would I use? This is my only Class B mech, the Jingchang Squad. After graduating from the Alliance's top academy, started this club himself. Zhuang Yu's and Zhu Yuanmiao are both members. In an hour, he'll compete in an amateur event run by a company to warm up the crowd. It's a trade-off. Afterward, they'll make an introduction for him. If they rig the connection at Dulishi, they'll miss their chance now. He can only let it go. Every mech is calibrated to its pilot's habits. Switching mechs at the last minute will lower his performance and hurt the club's reputation. I won't touch the captain's mech again. No, I still need my mech upgraded. Besides, where else can we find a reliable master? Captain, if you can't compete, how about I go instead? You're not well known enough, and it's not right to have him inspect my mech now. They're about to step on the papers. That's all, just 2 lines. They're too busy to inspect my mech now. Don't let them ruin these papers first. The design is pretty simple. A Class B mech isn't that different from a Class D one. The notes are very detailed. It still follows the original zero-type framework. I already understand this mech. Forget it, we can't get the master here. If it can't be upgraded, so be it. This was my fault. I won't touch the captain's mech again. Isn't there another way? I was so close to saving 10 million. I even bought 5 or 6 kinds of materials. This won't work. And now you're telling me the master's not coming? You know, Master Fang always repairs my mech. He's the only one who truly understands it. With another mechanic, just learning the mech's layout takes half a day. Then they'd need to find the problem and replace parts. Even learning your mechs would take me 5 hours. Adjusting the data would take another 2. Not even a miracle could save us. Fine, I'll contact the organizers. I'm withdrawing. I'll apologize to them. The power output is unstable. The control unit's generation logic has a flaw. You saw it yourselves. The mech is malfunctioning. I just checked the operating system. I even replaced the control unit, but it's still like this. I can't fix it. We'll have to wait for Master Fang to return. Did you check the mech's energy system? What does that have to do with the energy system? I haven't used this mech in over half a year. The day before yesterday, before Master Fang left, I specifically had him check its energy system. So anything else could be the problem, but not the energy system. This is the mech's blueprint, right? I've looked over its basic structure. It's similar to the original zero-type mech. I'm very familiar with first-generation mechs, based on their design principles. There are three likely causes for a control unit failure. First, the control unit itself. Second, a faulty connection port. Third, interference from the mech's energy supply. You're wearing the Alliance's top Academy uniform. You're an Alliance Academy student? Yes. He's here to buy my mech. We have a major problem here. I was selling my mech to raise money for the master to upgrade it. You heard our conversation just now. If the master can't come, then I don't need to raise money. So I'm not selling my mech anymore. Sorry for wasting your time. I'll transfer you some star credits as compensation. What time is your match? After seeing this mech's blueprint, I'm somewhat familiar with it. I can give it a try. I was going to leave around 4. It's 3:15 p.m. now. We have a little over an hour. Can I remove the energy bay cover and take a look? I can try, but I can't promise I'll fix it. Sure, take it apart. I'll help you. Also send me the inspection data from 3 years ago and last week. 300 years ago, this equipment was expensive. It's mainly used to analyze and record mech data. I'll focus on the energy system to confirm my diagnosis. Remove the energy bay cover. Move faster. This is how Master Fang usually inspects and repairs them. This mech should follow the same procedure. Can it be fixed? One found the issue. I compared data from several time frames. It's exactly what I expected. The energy system failed. It's probably in one section where the energy system connects to the shield. A component has malfunctioned. Then how do we fix it? Just replace the energy system. In this section. It's about 3:50 now. We have all the equipment here. We should have time to replace the system within half an hour. Replace the energy system? That's a problem. I don't have a spare energy system for this mech. Whenever we needed to replace an energy system before, we had to buy one on StarNet. Then wait for the manufacturer to ship one from another planet. Then there's nothing we can do. This Class B mech really does follow the mech principles I created. If you have enough time, I can use the equipment to check each part, find the damaged component, and replace just that part. But checking every part is complicated. I estimate it'll take over 3 hours. Do you have the time? Master Fang usually uses mental power to link up and check an entire energy section for faults. You'd only need less than 3 hours to check it that way. How do you use mental power to check for faulty parts? I understand mental power. In my past life, the research group next door specialized in mental power. I even helped them out and got my mental power tested. The results said my mental power was very strong. The group leader even tried to recruit me. After I built the mech, I considered using mental power in mechs too. But after returning 300 years later, with mental power diagnostics, I found myself entering this old fossil's knowledge blind spot. Aren't you a mech engineering or maintenance student? How don't you know how to use mental power? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm actually a mech combat major. But don't worry, I'm personally great at building mechs. They suddenly don't seem so sure. Wait here. I'll ask Master Fang for a mental link tutorial. See if you can learn it. Then I'll ask the organizers for more time. We might still make it. I happen to be very interested in the mental link diagnostics they mentioned. Back in the year 300, I was eager to learn new things. Captain, we're short on time. I'll get the tutorial from Master Fang. You contact the organizers. The situation isn't good, Master Fang said. Only a very few people with powerful mental energy can quickly learn mental linking.
His mental power was born Class A.
Even he trained for over half a year to learn it. He uses linking to diagnose mech faults. My mental power can be weak. I just don't know whether reincarnation affected it. Either way, you have no other option now. Let's try it first. My mental power should be strong enough. Then use my light web whip to look. I told Master Fang about the situation. He specifically sent over a simple mental link tutorial. I just received it. Today's lesson is, in 10 minutes, Shen Jiaoyun teaches you to use a mental link box. Now I know why it looks familiar. This cartoon character was designed by a friend in my past life, based on my appearance. I even bought the rights to use it as my avatar on several social apps. Even the voice is from my past life. Shen Jiaoyun died on the afternoon of August 17th, 1037, right? Mental linking didn't exist back then, did it? Is this tutorial reliable? Yeah, your name is the same as Shen Jiaoyun's. Your family must really admire Shen Jiaoyun. Didn't your mom buy you all those Shen Jiaoyun teaches you to be a math whiz books? Or top student Shen Jiaoyun workbooks? Or Shen Jiaoyun study guides? No one would seriously care whether they use those things or not. Now I get it. Too bad the copyright, licensing, voice, and likeness fees here should all be mine. That doesn't matter. Watch the tutorial first. Master Fang found this tutorial himself. It has to be fine. Forget it. Save the mech first. Step 1. Keep your breathing steady. Focus on the sensor end of the link box. Other than not being taught by me, this tutorial does look reliable. As it turns out, the tutorial really was reliable, other than not being taught by me.
It said 10 minutes. It really taught it in 10 minutes. Time is tight.
Let's try it. This is a mental link box in standby mode. Humans were inspired by alien beasts. Later, when making mechs, they added materials that can respond to mental power. With a mental link box, you can sense every mech component and check for faults. I'll start now. We're counting on you. Close your eyes. Points of light will appear in your mind. Let your consciousness slowly sink in. Each point of light is a component, with special material added to it. It can be sensed by mental power. After activating the mech, focus on the points that are dark or unusually bright. The tutorial just said, if you last 5 minutes without dizziness or a headache, the link was successful. An experienced mech engineer using mental power can diagnose for 20 minutes, then rest 10 minutes after their mental power runs out. The stronger your mental power, the faster it goes. I wonder how strong his mental power is. We're short on time and have a lot to do. He hasn't woken up. He isn't dizzy or in pain. Then the link worked. He linked successfully. I need to ask Master Fang how long it takes to check this energy section. How's it going? His mental link succeeded. Once he gets past 5 minutes, the link is successful. But we may not have enough time, Master Fang said, based on the mech's damage. Even if he checked it himself, it would take 40 minutes. It's almost time to leave. Captain, don't you have to leave after 4? Checking for faults takes time. And the final repair and replacement take time too. I just explained the situation to the organizers. I only need to arrive by 6, so I can leave at 5. Now we have 1 more hour. Even then, it'll be hard. Mental linking isn't that easy. And the lesson said, first-time users may only last about 10 minutes before waking to recover mental power. So just checking the fault could take over an hour. 10 minutes have passed. He's doing well. He looks just like he did at the start. Looks like he can hold on for 10 more minutes. "25 minutes later. It was his first time using the psychic link box. And he used it for so long. My head feels a little foggy. My tongue barely moves. How is he? Don't disturb him. Let him rest while he can. Shan soon. I'll take the link box first. Let me see if I can use this thing. While you rest, I'll see if I can take over. No need, I've checked everything. You took less than half an hour to find all the issues? Are you okay? I'm fine. But your Mecha is really a mess. I found 2 faulty parts. What? There are 2 faults? And you found them right away? I found them in 10 minutes. I was just worried I'd missed something, so I checked twice more. That's why it took a bit longer. Captain, your Mecha can be fixed. Tell me quick. What time are you leaving? I'm leaving at 4:50. Is there enough time to fix it?
If not,
I can spare 10 more minutes. Is that enough time? Whether it can be fixed doesn't depend on me. It depends on whether your parts stock has those 2 common parts. Show me your parts inventory. You keep inventory records, right? Find me this one. And this part too. Hurry. Okay. Yuan Yao, hurry up. Good thing you're here. I was about to give up on this match. I don't know how to thank you. Why thank me? Skip the fluff.
pay me.
Zhuang Yu's is quite the talent. I was just being polite, so I didn't think to charge you. Now that you mention it, I should. I wonder if using that much psychic power will drain my vitality. Should I buy some supplements later? Nutrient shots alone won't cut it. You need psychic power meds. Every time Master Fang uses a psychic link, he takes 2 bottles of psychic meds. Master Fang said, if you don't take meds after overusing your psychic power, you won't be able to focus for a week. You'll get brain fog. Can't focus. I need psychic meds too. We can't let you lose out. Transfer 50,000 star credits to Shen Chaoyin first. 50,000 star credits? Not 5,000. Not even 10,000. People who run clubs sure are generous. In my past life, when I fixed my cheap friend's mechas, I'd get 2 chicken legs. He's a freshman in the Mecha combat program. I'm an S-class Mecha pilot. Come by the club sometime. I can teach you some Mecha tricks. We can learn from each other. Hurry and say yes to the captain. With the captain teaching you, you won't fail any of your school evaluations. I don't really need Mecha piloting lessons. Your club must be busy training. I can't take up your time. I'm also interested in modifying mechas. If I can use your equipment here, that's enough. Zhao Yin, don't be shy. He won't miss that bit of training time. Let him teach you. No. I don't want to trouble him. My time is valuable. I'd rather study how to modify new mechas. I really don't need Ding Chengyu to teach me piloting. If you ever need my help, just ask. Weren't we talking about borrowing equipment? So, can I use it or not? Hurry, I found all the parts. We need to fix the mecha fast. Master Fang just contacted me. He told me to bring you 2 psychic meds. It's your first time using a psychic link. You must have used a lot of psychic power. He said you have to take the meds before fixing the mecha. See, I said you need psychic meds. Most important, I'm afraid if I take the meds, I won't get paid. No. I'll get to work now. I haven't used up my psychic power. I don't need them. Most important, I'm afraid if I take the meds, I won't get paid. Oh, Shan Zhaohan, you're too polite. The captain's mecha is important. But if something happens to your psychic power, even if our captain can compete, he won't be happy. The meds are open. You have to drink them now. If we delay any longer, the mecha repair will run overtime. It tastes sweet. My head feels cool after drinking it. What a waste of money. Good thing I didn't pay for it. You should have 5 minutes to test drive it. Captain, test the shield, quick. The mecha is fixed. Shan Zhaoyu, thank you. I'm in a hurry. I have to go first, Xiaoyos.
Take good care of Zhao Yu for me.
So your first gen spirit mech can be sold now? Yeah. I'll give you the mech. The orange specs are newer than what I saw on the cybersecurity net. All that time fixing his mech today wasn't wasted. I hardly use this mech now. I kept it as a collector's item. If I weren't short on cash, I wouldn't sell it. So you won't lose out buying this mech. You're a freshman this year. Want me to test drive it for you? No, I can do it myself. The energy system is intact. The operating system is intact. The weapon system needs servicing again. Okay, those skills are no worse than the captain's. Keep going. Show me a few more moves. That's enough. There's nothing wrong with this mech. Failed again. This body really is weak. I only finished a few moves in one set. Then I couldn't control my body. Physical fitness is hard to improve overnight. In the end, I'll have to modify the mech. Once I'm back, based on my current physical data, I'll redraw the blueprints. I'll dismantle this first-gen spirit mech and rebuild it. Chaoyun, I never expected your mech piloting skills to be so good. Practice some more. In a few years, you might qualify for the school team. You could represent our academy in inter-school tournaments. But you're way too low-key. Why haven't I heard your name around campus? I'm pretty famous now. Really? I haven't checked the school forum in ages. So there's nothing wrong with this mech, right? The mech is fine. But your captain still hasn't answered me. Can I borrow all the equipment here? No problem. Our captain said you can come hang out here anytime. I spent several million star credits. But I got a first-gen spirit mech. And 50,000 star credits in repair fees. Most importantly, I won't have to pay to rent a mech workshop anymore. That alone will save me a fortune. For the past 2 months, I've just gone between class, the club, and my dorm. My wallet only pays out, never. I'm saving every cent for mech mod parts. I even skipped the cafeteria treats. My wallet isn't getting any money. But my brain is packed full. 300 years of mech history. I know it all by heart now. I've learned new knowledge. And trendy new slang too. My title on the school forum went from sack girl to idiot. Then became idiot trash talk king. Perfect for firing back at trolls. Your controls are clearly awful. Yet everyone's praising you in all kinds of ways. Honestly, that signature move where your left foot trips your right is extraordinary. You should patent it. You can call it the one and only leg lock, made specifically to take down allies. Who knows if those commenters are just setting you up to fail. Nice. One comment offended. The EP every earlier commenter. Trash talk king. Got the guts to fight without a mech? You only passed your own mech assessment because they went easy on you. What right do you have to lecture others? What a bunch of idiots. Idiot trash talk king. All talk, no action. Sack Girl's 88th manhunt begins. What a bunch of idiots. I'm just telling the truth. Why won't anyone think seriously?
TCH.
Reading your posts is a waste of my time. Lord Tian's brother was poisoned by a greenfly scorpion. Treatment takes 1.5 years. His stamina has dropped badly. He can't use his old mech, and his family is poor. They can't hire a mech engineer. Lord Tian wants to modify a mech for his brother. Greenfly scorpions are low-level beasts, but they live in swarms and are highly venomous. 300 years ago, if you got stung, you'd usually die within an hour. Medical care has improved a lot in 300 years. But greenfly scorpion treatment still takes 1.5 years. I can't offer a faster treatment, but I can offer mech modification ideas. My stamina is poor too. The mech plans I just designed should give the op some ideas. 50,000 star credit modification plan. Includes master level tactical guidance. Exclusive personalized control setup. 100,000 star credit modification plan. Custom skill settings and button layouts. Custom built controls. The advantage is that it's cheap. It mainly uses a wind adaptive damping system. In non-combat mode, the frame's collision damping is very low. A mental power mech study for intense movement. A century-level research project. Seeking interested participants. Long-term crowdfunding. I'm such a genius. Plan 2's modular control panel should help this schoolmate. Plan 3's damping system is what I plan to use on my own mech. It's expensive, but it works. As for the other plans, that's just a little self-interest. Help others and make some extra cash. That's the life. Too many words. Didn't read. Ad spammer blocked. Idiot trash talk king. I'd sooner believe I'm the mech queen than believe you. Reported. No need to read it. Plan 2's modular control panel is interesting. What's Plan 3's damping system? Never heard of it. The famous always draw hate. Just to insult me, these people. Even came to the mech engineering channel. I'm not Chan Shalan. As for how long I can stay at the X-Blaze Club, that depends on whether the mech is modified well. Otherwise, I really might get kicked out. Full and satisfied. Time to head to the X-Blaze Mech Club. After 2 months of design simulations, the first-gen Spirit Mech's upgrade plans are finally set. The new parts and materials have been delivered to the club. Now I just need to go dismantle and assemble the mech. Fang the is 25. He graduated in mech engineering. He's warm and friendly. Thanks to his help these past few months, I was able to quickly learn about 300 years of mech development. But when I wanted to learn about S-Class and higher mechs, I couldn't find anything online. For ordinary mech knowledge, I can only follow along. Only at universities are there no political barriers in advanced mech research. I wasn't accepted by an advanced mech research group back then. And after graduation, I had no connections to get into a master's lab. The students they accept either have money or connections. They monopolize the latest technology and hold back progress. But I'm broke now. I'd better finish modifying this mech first. Jiao Yu, the delivery robot, just brought 2 more big boxes. Come check whether everything's here. Let me see. 2 months ago. I thought he was only servicing it and replacing the weapon system. But little by little, he took the Spirit Mech apart into pieces. He's clearly rebuilding an entire mech. He even said he'd make a mech that is D-class, but stronger than the captain's A-class mech. What everyone cares about isn't the class, but how he can beat the captain. Amazing mech piloting skills, terrible stamina, a talent cursed by fate. What's with that look in his eyes? It's even more advanced than the plan I posted on the forum. The floating controls let you swap skill modules anytime. It's just more expensive. This control console alone cost 670,000 star credits. That poster's brother only used 1 during treatment, so he didn't need such an expensive console. The equipment's fine. I'll help you move it down to level B1. Want to train together later? Not for now. Fang Yu is waiting for me downstairs. Where are the captain and the others? Looks like they went to meet someone. Anyway, they left in a real hurry. I didn't catch it clearly. Xiao Yu, you're finally here. Come on. I just helped you take out the mechs. Seat platform. Fang Yu could understand my blueprints at first, but after I added the damping system, the virtual module tuning panel, and the joint thrusters, he couldn't keep up anymore. He's kind of like the student who used to follow me around in my past life. Eager to learn, and very serious. You don't need this manual console anymore, right? I'll have the robot toss it in the recycling bin. Don't. I still need it. The new manual console I ordered only included the top panel. I didn't order the base. I still need to take this console apart and reuse it. Reuse a few parts for small controls. The rest have to come from somewhere else. I'm broke. How did you know? A company actually took your order looking like that? They yelled at me over 20 times. In the end, I played the sympathy card and told them I was a college student. That's the only reason they made it for me. All right. Then I'll take out the base for you. Go assemble the mech first. No, I need to do this myself. That old control panel needs to come off intact. I'll modify it later and put it online as used after taking pictures. You're really something. There isn't a single label on these buttons. How will you operate the mech? This control panel has no fixed key layout. Based on my operating habits, I'll map complex combo skills to 1 button. That'll save more of my stamina. Is that really okay? We're used to the old control consoles. Habits can change. This is how you save stamina. Once my mech is assembled, you'll see whether it works. Just watch how I repay your captain. Alright. Don't underestimate Shen Zhou-yun's design. When you watch him train, you can see how weak he is physically. His modifications are meant to reduce stamina use. Then even the captain might not beat him. There's an old saying among mech engineers. Habits are made to be broken. Paths are made to be left. Real progress begins by questioning and surpassing the status quo. I didn't expect that saying to survive to this day. I know that famous quote. Shen Zhou-yun said it. Has my reincarnation secret been discovered? No, I mean Shen Zhou-yun, the mech queen. The Alliance has terrible naming habits. They love naming kids after their idols. I know 3 or 4 people named Shen Zhou-yun alone, since you share a name with my idol. I believe your design can help you last longer. Lasting longer is nothing. Just watch me surpass your idol someday. Once I invent a psychic mech, physical fitness won't matter. Isn't that just some nonsense story? Didn't the national masters say years ago that Master Su's psychic mechs were a scam? Could this uncle be our captain's future father-in-law? Don't flatter the captain. Did you forget he's single? Hello, I'm in the S-Class Mech Combat program, so I don't know much about the mech industry. So you're mech combat students. No wonder you're still hung up on psychic mechs. Who are you? Xiao Lei's assistant, Master Hanwei, a master mech modifier. You're modifying a D-Class first-gen spirit mech? Your captain gave me your profiles. Even your lowest physical rating is a class? Do you really need to modify this D-Class mech? I'm not modifying this mech. Shen Zhou-yun drew the blueprints himself.
He's modifying his own mech.
I'm just helping him on the side. Aren't you in mech combat? You can draw blueprints too. And modify your own mech? Is that hard? Master Han, these are Shen Zhou-yun's blueprints. It's fine. Let him see. This is only a rough concept sketch. None of the key details are on it. It'll need more adjustments later anyway. It doesn't matter if he sees it. Your modifications are meaningless. This control console of yours breaks standard mech control habits. And your mech is only D-Class. Why install a drive system meant for an A-Class mech? You modified the cockpit too. Looks like you're turning it into an A-Class mech. Why not just buy an A-Class mech? Aren't you afraid this first-gen spirit mech won't even start when you're done? I'll make it start. First-gen spirit mechs aren't as useless as you think. From the day they were designed, they had ports for upgrades and modifications. Whether materials or systems, there's room to replace them all. My idea is to let people with D-Class fitness pilot mechs with A-Class combat power. Do you know mechs better, or do I? No wonder you said something as stupid as making psychic mechs. You have no common sense. Let me tell you something. Building mechs isn't a game for rich young ladies and gentlemen to spend money on. Even if you turn it into an A-Class mech, someone with D-Class fitness still can't pilot it. Here it comes. There it is. That familiar feeling again. When I first proposed creating mechs, all those experts and professors kept yammering in my ear, saying this wouldn't work, that wouldn't work. No, I'm getting triggered. You say it won't work, so it won't work? You haven't even fully understood my blueprints. You haven't seen all the data. How do you know it won't work? Kids will be kids. Forget it. I must have been bored to talk to you so much. Fine, say my mech modifications won't work. But you even call me a kid. Just wait until my mech is finished. Then you'll see if it works. With stubborn people like this, talking is useless. You have to get it done. Use facts to convince them. Then slap them in the face with the proof. You came up with blueprints on your own. You've got some talent. But if you keep this up, you'll ruin your studies. They all think that compared with my weak D-Class fitness, I should really switch to mech engineering. But just building mechs isn't challenging enough. Making this weak body deliver a royal flush is the real challenge. Those students on the Academy forum think I'm just biding my time right now. If I switch majors, I'll have to accept being called useless. You wouldn't understand. Let's get back to work. Which of you wants to modify your mech? Bring out the mechs you want modified. I'll see how to modify them. Master Han, I don't want to modify an A-class mech anymore. I want to modify an S-class mech. My physical rating is about to rise. I think modifying an S-class mech directly makes more sense. Master, when you modify the mech, can I assist you? I know everyone's situation. With me helping beside you, I can make things easier for you. Just wait till I build my mech. They'll be blown away. That's not enough. Zhang Yus wants to modify an S-class mech. Then my goal should be to beat an S-class mech too. So inside an S-class mech, what's its structure really like? Just you three are modifying a mech? Isn't he studying mech combat too? Master, you clearly knew I said 3 people before. Why even ask that? I don't need your mech. I'll modify my own. I'm not a club member. Master, he's a prospective member of our club. It's my fault. I forgot to give Shen Yuanyan a club invitation. I appreciate everyone's kindness, but even this mech of mine, I had to buy used to modify. How could I afford another mech? And joining the club is fine. But you don't need to modify a mech for me. My mech is already being modified. Whoever's modifying a mech, come with me. I'll take a look for you. You're so dumb. Even if you don't need it, just say yes first. You can sell it used online for a high price. Custom made by a master. You could resell it for 80% of the price. It'd sell like crazy. My dad's one. They say it was flown by a mech star. It sold for 300 over retail. I'm out of money. I can't make this deal. You should have said so sooner. I'll scrape some more together for you. My dad has a pile of star-signed stuff, just sitting there collecting dust. I pay the money. You provide the chance. We can split the mech sale 50-50. Too late. His too late meant he just said no. But my too late means 300 years too late. 300 years ago, I was more famous than Master Han. So, do you still want to modify a mech? If you don't go now, Master won't take your job. Hey, I'm going now. Xiaoyun, the mech you modified yourself is great too. Once your fitness improves, you'll get another chance to have a Master modify one.
I know.
Any money is better than none. I'll tweak the old control panel and list it online. Can't let it go to waste. Boss, I'll add another 5,000 star credits for the damping system. That's 537,000 star credits total. You can take it, right? No, I lose too much on this deal. You need to add at least 100,000 more star credits. Who said I'm only selling one? I'm a mech master. Historically, this was my exclusive design. I'm already applying to certify it as exclusive. Once this mech is finished, when others place orders, I'll authorize you. Even at a loss, I have to take this job. They're interested in my blueprints. Looks like I can still haggle on the price. Xiaoyu, don't you have a class today? Why are you still here? Xiaoyu has class. Then hurry up and go. I'm doomed. Then why aren't you leaving? It's 2:05 now. What class do you have later? The new weapons training class. Then you're doomed. That class has the toughest teacher. He's got plenty of ways to torture people. Here it is. That psycho teacher Yu Yong has whipped and kicked me. And stabbed me with a spear. Not just me. Every student who's taken this class has suffered that torture. Are the teachers at your academy that cruel? More than cruel. They beat people like they're in the right. Yu Yong's favorite line is, if I'm not hard on you today, others will be hard on you later. So, I'd rather bear all your curses than let you forget this lesson. Some students got abused so badly, they went home and told their parents. But after their parents talked to Yu Yong, they said to take the beating obediently next time.
Got it.
2:18. Exactly 3 minutes late. I'm Yu Yong, your practical training teacher. I've been to war. I've killed alien beasts. Back then, I was a notorious hothead in the army. Being late. Anyone who wants to slack off. There's no messing around in my class. No jokes. I only teach you how to stay alive. Teacher, Shen Zhaoyun is late. She didn't get your permission before sneaking into formation. I've waited 2 months for her to slip up. Finally, I got my chance. I'm in for a rough time now. Who said that? Step out. Based on past experience. I'll probably get a fitness punishment soon. Teacher, he's in the 3rd spot of the last row. Damn, this guy's really out to get me. Reporting teacher. I was late. It was my fault. I didn't want to interrupt your lecture. I planned to apologize after class. You were wrong to be late, but you were wrong to be late. But teacher, he's lying. He never planned to apologize after class. He just wanted to get away with it. This is when you admit defeat. Late is late. Punish him later. No rules, no order. First, finish the 3 hours of freshman greetings you memorized last night, or you'll forget your lines. Back to what I was saying. You need to learn your lesson. Even if you tell your parents, doesn't a late teacher get punished? You, come out. Am I the teacher, or are you? No, now isn't the time to laugh. Before, teachers always took my side. Why doesn't that work in college? Where was I? What was I going to say next? I forgot my lines. Forget it. I'll say it next time. You two, come to the front. Teacher, I did nothing wrong. Why are you making me step out? I'll tell you now. Being late in my class is wrong. Interrupting me while I talk is even worse. By my old rules, if you break rules in my class, I'd make you run 10 kilometers. Fine. I'm fit, but Shen Zhaoyun might not take it. I knew it. I've got this one. If it's running, I might not be able to handle it. But weapons training, that's really no big deal. I'll finish this fast. Don't rush. First, let me tell you what spears are for. From ancient times to today, spears have been weapons for battle and killing enemies. In the interstellar age, even with more firearms, energy capacity is limited. Firearms use a lot of energy. So our mechs must also carry a cold weapon. That's why using cold weapons is a key part of weapons training. A spear attacks by thrusting and sweeping. So using cold weapons is part of our weapons training that you must learn. A spear attacks by thrusting and sweeping. I'll give you 20 minutes. Go practice with the spears over there. You too. Take this seriously. In 20 minutes, I'll test what you've learned. All right, dismissed. I feint, then thrust. I'm going to beat Shen Zhaoyun up. A weakling is still a weakling. I'm no stranger to a spear. I got back in the groove fast. What matters now is saving my strength. Conserve my energy. He's very strong, but his footwork is slow. He tends to lead with his left leg, and his moves are reckless. Hit the first pressure point on his back, and his arm will go numb. Hit his lower back, and he won't be able to use any strength. Victory will be mine. All right, put the spears back. Line up in 3 minutes. If one person is late, everyone gets punished. I just watched your performance. I'm very satisfied. Next up are the 2 students who were picked for a hands-on drill. Shen Zhaoyun, Liu Wenbing. Are you ready? I'm ready. Since you're ready, let's see which of you wins. The winner gets out of the 10-kilometer punishment. Step forward. Don't worry about getting hurt. We have advanced medical pods. Just remember, I can provide anything you need. After hearing the teacher, I actually believed Mr. Yu Yong. It may not be enough for Shen Zhaoyun, but it's enough for Shen Zhaoyi. Teacher, where did you get these spears? They can't hurt anyone at all. Is it your turn to talk? Do you want to come up and fight with them? Didn't you get punished by the principal twice last term? Then take 3 safety classes in a row? All right, begin. Stop when I tell you to stop. That's a full defensive stance. Wasn't he slacking off during practice? Why does he look so fierce now? 1 hit. End this fast. I'll show you what I've got. It really is made of celestial vein. Then he'll be easy to handle. You cheated. Teacher said to use spears. Fine, I'll use a spear. You ambushed me. Fight me face to face if you can. Do you take me for an idiot? I'll just use a spear. My stamina is so weak. I can't beat him head on. This idiot could have rolled away from the strikes, gotten up from another angle and countered. Why did he have to stand up first? What kind of training is this? This is just my solo beatdown training. Let me have some fun first. That brat snitched on me. Now's my chance. Might as well hit him. Hey, stop hitting my legs. Shan Jiaoyun has weak stamina. He can't beat me head on. Now it's time for payback. That's enough. You two, stop. Yes, teacher. You just stood there and got hit? You didn't fight back? Teacher, he fought dirty. He ambushed me. I said from the start to use spears. I never said you couldn't use your legs. And why didn't you fight back? I did fight back. I was about to turn it around. I was about to overpower Shan Jiaoyun. But the teacher stopped us. Isn't Liu Wenzhong in great shape? How did Shan Jiaoyun overpower him this time? My bro Liu is in great shape, but he couldn't handle Shan Jiaoyun's ambush. That's not quite right. Shan Jiaoyun was able to overpower Liu Wenzhong later. He's got some skill. Bullshit. His stamina is trash. He'd be on the ground begging in a straight fight. I don't have to do the one okay later, right? Teacher, his stamina is only D rank. He couldn't beat me. I request a rematch. Then what rank is your stamina? Mine is almost a rank. If he hadn't ambushed me at the start, how could his D rank stamina overpower me? And if you hadn't stopped us, I would have turned the tables. What a clown. My stamina is at a disadvantage. But he foolishly knelt there and let me hit him. I didn't expect that either. You all think Shan Jiaoyun's win was unfair. And that weak stamina means you'll lose. Speak up. I'll give you three a chance to state your views. Rank is everything. People with lower stamina ranks can hardly beat those with higher ranks. Low stamina means low strength. And we're in the mech combat program. Operating mechs depends even more on rank. Liu Wenzhong's stamina can operate an A-rank mech. Shan Jiaoyun can only operate a B-rank mech. Once the mech starts moving, his weak stamina won't handle an A-rank mech's pressure. He'll pass out and collapse. If you hadn't called it off, he couldn't have lasted long with his stamina. Stamina, that's all you know. By your logic. In the inter-school tournament, when students from our academy face Imperial Academy students, they should just surrender. Yeah. Our academy has been lost for 3 straight years. Isn't that because our students aren't as strong as other schools? We can't beat them now, and we won't beat them later. Is this the Alliance's top academy Lin Jingguang built? That guy wanted to trick me out of my mech back then. He said he wanted to be principal, to tell students that strong youth makes a strong nation. But I don't see any lofty ideals here. Bullshit. Who taught you to think like that? By your logic, the weak don't deserve to live. And don't argue with me. By the rank theory you believe in, your stamina rank is higher than Shan Jiaoyun's. Yet you lost to someone with a lower stamina rank. You should reflect on that, instead of whining about this and that. That's because you called it off, teacher.
Bullshit.
You think you wouldn't have lost if I hadn't stopped it? If this hadn't been a sparring match, you'd have died hundreds of times already.
He's right.
When he was beating you, you couldn't get up and run. You could have rolled away or crawled off. Look at what you did. You clung to that non-existent pride. If these students lived 300 years ago, none of them would last 2 years. Back then, if it kept you alive, who cared about saving face? What's so bad about rolling away? This is the Iron Heart Creed of mech pilots. Justice and light. Unyielding. The Iron Heart Creed began on Central Star. It represents mech pilots' beliefs. Later, more and more Alliance mech tournaments were held. This creed caught on too, especially with young people. Go run 10 kilometers. You never learn the good stuff, but you learn all the bad stuff. You even copied that joke those Central Star nobles play around with? Mechs are weapons of war. They're meant to kill justice and light someday. Scientific education. Character education doesn't work. Looks like it takes a stick. Hold that crap in. Go run 10 kilometers. Keep yapping and I'll add another 10. Mr. Yu Yong is like a powder keg now. He could blow any second. I don't want to get yelled at and run 10 kilometers. I wasn't going to do this myself today. But now, I have no choice. Come here. Pick up the gun on the ground. I'll teach you the real Ironheart Creed. Wasn't that my move just now? This teacher copied it outright. If you can't win, run. That's really too much. Yu Yong copied my fighting style exactly. Actually, where I struck Liu Wenming afterward was all precisely calculated. The students watching are still green. Their eyes aren't sharp enough. It wasn't just because of that kick. Where I struck Liu Wenjong afterward was all precisely calculated. He found the body's weak spots. Tong Fan put force into it. He clearly knows how to use them. Those spots are very similar. Look, Wang Zhang get up either, just like Liu Wenjong. It's exactly as precise as where Shan Jiaoyun struck. If you can't run, roll, got it? What I said earlier is the Ironheart Creed. Remember it. What I taught was the first part of Ironheart. If you can't win, run. If you can't run, roll. If anyone mentions justice and light again, I'll whip them. This teacher's lesson plan must be from 300 years ago. That student isn't simple. I memorized it and tried it just now. The spots where he hit people really have something to them. That's intense. Your 5 kilometers just got doubled. Go run with the Liu Wensheng right now. You reacted too slowly just now. I had to tell you twice before you dodged the next one. Liu Wenheng. Why did you tell the teacher about the Ironheart Creed? There's nothing wrong with the Ironheart Creed. Never bow when showing weakness. Stay strong and unyielding. I think Brother Shen Zhao hit too lightly. My waist hurts so bad. My butt hurts so bad. I don't know how the teacher hit me. When he hit me just now, I couldn't stand up at all. In the end, I could only roll and crawl. Why run when the teacher whips you? Don't get hit while rolling. Just roll right away. And once you get hit twice, roll right away. So I only had to run 1 kilometer. We still have Yan Ziguang's class next. Class starts in 8 minutes. Go, go, go. We can't skip Yan Ziguang's class. I forgot to ask the female teacher to cover for me. My butt hurts so bad now. Can't help it. I'm broke. I can't afford a flyer, so I have to walk. Clearly, my stamina is the worst. But this was honestly my best class yet. You had class just now? Yeah, we just finished Mr. Yu Yong's weapons practice class. After 2 months of class, I've noticed this senior always gets oddly enthusiastic. Yu Yong's class? No wonder. He's a trash teacher too. But in the rankings, Yan Ziguang is the worst teacher in the whole school. Help! Stop talking. Look outside. Yan Ziguang ranks first. Yu Yong ranks second. Yu Yong once kicked one of my legs lame. But Yu Yong at least takes care of you after he beats you up. Yan Ziguang is worse. He can't even teach well. His lectures make me sleepy and restless. Then I do badly on exams and have to retake them so many times. In the end, I have to come here with you, freshmen and sophomores for class. So the worst teacher is Yan Ziguang. Xia, Xingyu. I'm done. I'll never pass this course. If you get every answer right on the test, he can't keep you from passing. Look at the state of you all. What kind of appearance is this? Do you hate my class that much? Every one of you looks miserable. So unwilling. Huh? He's not coming after me? My butt is still throbbing from Mr. Yu Yong's whipping. And I just ran 5 kilometers. Of course I look miserable. I'm out of it. I'd have passed out halfway. No wonder Yan Ziguang isn't scolding me. Your classmates are too. Weak, 1 Yu Yong class. And they all look like their souls left their bodies. How do you look totally fine? Jiayun probably doesn't need punishment. And whenever you speak, the teacher looks over. Xie Xingyu, stand up. Here. Last class, I told you about the history of mech materials. Tell me, do you remember how many materials in the outer star systems are suitable for making sensors? Name the sources of 2 of them. Five new ores. The compound eyes of the thousand-eyed stone moth. Don't make things up. Just give the sources. There are 5 in total. Stellar ore is produced when sand is bombarded by high energy. Researchers compared hundreds of minerals and found it through repeated tests. The compound eyes of the thousand-eyed stone serpent are tied to Shen Zhaoyun's death. Legend says Shen Zhaoyun was murdered because investigators later found one where he fell into the turbulence. A thousand-eyed stone serpent beast. To find Shen Zhaoyun's cause of death, they began studying this common beast. They later found it could be used in online display tech. It reduced the chances of mechs being murdered. Stop. The Sky Eye Stone box is indeed linked to Shen Zhaoyun. Did you forget Shen Zhaoyun's biography we covered? If you don't know, you don't have to answer. Don't make folklore up as official history. Everyone says Shen Zhaoyun was murdered. Does that make official history right? They discovered there was more to Shen Zhaoyun's death. They couldn't clear Shen Zhaoyun's name afterward and died of depression. That's all made up by someone. Folklore is folklore. Our studies must follow official history. What do you mean, made up? It couldn't be made up. Why, after President Lin died? Did our academy start getting suppressed? The academy kept falling behind. Yeah, our academy knows President Lin Jingguang's fate best. A new president couldn't cause it that fast. Senior Xia said it wasn't a natural death. But someone as cheerful and optimistic as Lin Jingguang, how could he die of depression? I'd sooner believe a boar could have piglets than that Lin Jingguang killed himself. Lately, I've seen those things about me. The false tales and unofficial histories. I don't believe those unofficial biographies either. All right, let's drop this. Professor, you're just biased. What? I'm biased? How am I biased? When it comes to Shen Zhaoyun's noble deeds, you believe it, official history or not. But when Shen Zhaoyun is said to have been murdered and died pathetically, or when it comes to Shen Zhong's friends, you tell us unofficial history is made up and can't be trusted. Isn't that favoritism? He was a hero. Without the mechs Shen Zhaoyun designed, humans couldn't have fought alien beasts 300 years ago. Much of what he left behind. His research data is still valuable. Even though he died young, his life lasted just over 30 years. But it shone bright. Everyone in the Alliance should be grateful to him. None of that stuff you said happened, got it? But now in mech making, there's a new theory. If it weren't for some of Shen Zhaoyun's research data being wrong, mechs would have had travel tech long ago. Man, the later generations are useless. And they blame me, their ancestor, for it. Bullshit. Alright, sit down. We're done with this. Guess gossip does come in handy. I dodged another bullet. Did gossip help you, though?
Yeah.
And you? You should thank me. Send me those posts you were reading before. And the info on our first principal, Lin Jingguang. Send that too if you have it. I trust what I lived through in my past life more. But I want to know about the future too. Sure, I'll send it tonight.
Thanks.
5 academy posts in a row wasn't enough. There are even over a dozen personal biographies. Besides Lin Jingguang's, which I asked for. There's even one about me, Shen Zhaoying in the Flames of War. That title seems normal enough. Written by that kid Qian Laken. I've stolen so much of that kid's food. He won't trash me in the book, will he? Shen Zhaoyu was extraordinary from birth. The delivery room lights turned on by themselves. The signal got stronger for miles around. When she was 2, alien beasts suddenly attacked the area. Her cries scared off the beast hiding in her home. At 7, she thought the novel was too simple. So she personally took down Mick Gree. That's why she wrote it that way. This is so embarrassing. Who wrote my biography just to trash me like this? They turned a proper biography into a legend. They made a normal person like me sound like a monster. The infamous Shen Zhaoxing. By Qian Sanqiang. If I remember right, Sanqiang was that kid Qian Laikang's nickname, right?
He didn't write this one too, did he?
One book wasn't enough. He had to write more to embarrass me. A lot of people say Shen Zhaoying was selfless and brave, but he feared death more than any of us. He'd seen too much death as a kid. When he was 5, he saw his parents eaten by a flying scale snake, leaving only a pool of blood. He joined the army at 13. He was smart. He liked studying things we couldn't understand. A year later, we went on a mission against a swarm of alien ants. With this mechanical exoskeleton arm, he identified the company commander by his bare bones. Shen Zhaoyun was a huge eater. I've never met anyone who ate that much. My mom sent me lots of brown sugar cakes, and he tricked them all out of me. He also swindled all of Jingguang's almond cookies and jerky. Damn it. I always lose when I play cards with him. He was just afraid of going hungry. He'd been wandering around out there all along. He was only 13. He was still growing. He needed to eat more. That kid Qian Leikang, his writing is still terrible.